Welcome back. I hope you're having a great day. I am outside on the patio and I thought I would pot up some plants. I have got a whole bunch of things. I picked up some Ranunculus. If you saw in our other video, mine didn't really grow and had some trouble with them, so I found some at my local box store and I thought they would be really cute with a few of these petunias. These are gonna trail maybe over the side of the pot, so I thought that would be really cute together. I have some other things to put in here if we need to, but this might be enough. So I've got some old potting soil. I don't recommend that you use old potting soil. But we'll use what we have, so that's what I got. Get the leaves out of here. You know what, I'm gonna put some gloves on. I got my gloves on, all gloved up, and I have dumped my bag of See and Farm from Pete's in here. It's about that full, you can see. So I'm gonna see how more I need to put in here for my ranunculus. So if I leave it like it is, then my ranunculus will be right about where it should be. The top of the plant is gonna be just below the rim. I usually like them either just below or pretty flush against. So I'm okay with that. I will need to add some more soil before putting in, you see that? Before putting in the petunias. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up my other bag of potting soil. I know a lot of people swear by certain brands of potting soil. I don't. I just use what's cheap. I've never really had an issue with any of it. So I'm just gonna dump some in here so I've got some to work with. I dumped it on my ranunculus, hold on, there we go. And just gives me something to move around in the pot. And then when I start to put these in, what I will probably do, I lost a bloom. What I will probably do is take one of the pots that they're already in and use it as a scoop. I've got a trowel somewhere, but I don't know where I left it. So, all right, so I'm just gonna squeeze the pot and get these babies out of here. I'm gonna plant them just as they are. I'm not gonna try and separate them. You can see they're kind of root bound. Some people scrunch them up, some people don't. I like to just kind of gently tickle the bottom. And I forgot my biotone. So when I put this in the pot, what I like to do is put down a little biotone, which is a plant food for roots. So, to be real honest with you, I don't measure, I just kind of hold my breath. I work it into the soil, put the plant in, and roll with it. I do a little more around the sides. It kind of fogs up, or dusts up, I guess. Probably not supposed to breathe it in. No idea how much I've breathed in over my lifetime. All right, so I'm gonna gently take out one of these petunias and I'm just gonna kind of place him, use that camera, right, well, maybe right here. These guys can be pretty vigorous growers and I don't want him to take over the Ranuncula too quickly. There we go. And I'm just scooting the dirt around inside the pot to kind of smush it up against my petunia. And now I'm going to use my petunia's starter pot that I bought him in to grab some of this. And it's not working, so now I'm going to dump some more in here. It's getting hot. I don't want to be out here all day. I know you guys don't want to watch a 2-hour video of me scooping dirt into a pot, so let's get a move on. All right, here we go. There we go. All right, looking good. I could do a few more of these, actually. I do want to be careful, though. I really don't want them to take over that Ranuncula. Now that I've got a bunch of dirt in here, I'm just kind of scooting it to the sides, squeezing out my petunia. Some of these are really wet, so they'll fall apart if I'm not careful. And whoops, I don't want him to go that way. I want him to go this way. And popping them in, and then scooting some of that dirt back so that they'll stand up. What do you think? So this pot's got, if we leave it like it is, let me get that tag out of here. If we leave it like it is, he's got some holes. So what we could do, my ranunculus are also a little lopsided. What we could do is put more plants in here. I happen to have some impatiens here. Maybe a plug or two of these white impatiens would be pretty. Or even the red and pink ones would be pretty. So these are a little harder to get out because they come in these like big multi-packs and they have a handle. So sometimes it's easier to honestly rip the handle out, but this one doesn't want to come. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze the container that I want and gently hold the petunia, I'm sorry, the impatient, by right here where the whole plant meets the root ball, and just very gently remove that from the container. Oh yeah, I think this will be really cute. Get a handful of dirt in here so I have somewhere to stick them. And I'm gonna switch it around so you guys can see here in a minute. We're just gonna go for some color here instead of following a color palette per se. What do you think of that guy, huh? He's sweet, huh? He's hanging out there between. I'm making faces, I'm sorry, the sun's in my eyes. Let's see. Better mine than yours though, I thought. Got some bees buzzing around already. We're heading out to the beach. In a week or so. I'm gonna get you guys some film of that. I thought we'd go to some gardens. If you're not from North Carolina, you can see some of the gardens on the East Coast. If you've never been. There's Elizabethan Gardens, that's pretty famous. I like to stop there when we go out there. Should have some beautiful azaleas blooming this time of year. Last year, they sell plants there as well. And last year, they had some really interesting ones. I almost bought a camellia. I think if they have one this year, I'm gonna go ahead and get it. All right, I'm just putting some more dirt in over here to kind of fill in so everybody's covered and happy. I am not going to put dirt on top of the top of the plant. So I'm just putting it around the plant, kind of tucking it in, but I'm not putting it on top of the plant, because that's where when he was grown in his pot, that is where he decided to come up. The plant decided to come up. So I'm not gonna cover that. I'm not gonna make that executive decision for the plant. But I am gonna make sure that he's really tucked in and all of his roots are covered. So we don't want any naked roots. All right, I've got one more hole for one more impatient. I think I would like another white one. Why white? Because it's out front and easy to get to. How's that? How's that for a reason? All right, a couple more handfuls of dirt and we will have potted a pot. I like to just put these guys in full sun out here on this patio up against the building, give the building a little interest instead of just being a building. We get this guy moved over a little bit so he knows that we would prefer it if he grew in the pot and not into the ranuncula. All right, there we go. We got a little breathing room in here. I'm covered in dirt, as I should be. What you think, huh? Well, thanks for hanging out with me while I potted this guy up today. There he is for you. And I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day.